Now we're gonna jump on the calls. Let's get into it. Let's see if we can get a real conversation. I want you guys to listen how I go through the script from top to bottom. So listen. Great. So our process is real simple. What I'll do is I'll just start off by asking a few basic questions about the property. This way I can go and evaluate the area to see what I can offer you. Now, just to let you know, we are a real estate investment company, so we don't buy every property we look at, but we do have a team of realtors just in case we may not be a good fit. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Perfect. So what can you tell me about it as far as how many bedrooms, bathrooms? Can you tell me a little bit more about the condition?
Well, everything that got,
Good morning, this is
actually, my grandmother lived in it, so they got.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, the house seems like overall it's in, decent shape. What's got you looking to sell?
What I want out of it, we're getting old. My wife finna retire, and we don't need it.
Okay, I hear you. Well, let's see what we can do here for you. All right, now let me go and evaluate the area. While I'm looking around, I'm trying to look at some similar properties based off the condition you described to me and what I see on the tax records as far as like square footage, things like that. But while I'm looking around, did you have any idea as to what you think it might be worth, or what you were looking to at least sell it for?
Well, me and my wife were talking about that. We were hoping at least be able to get 30 for it.
30? Okay.
Yeah, but we want to know what you're gonna offer too now.
Of course. That's what I'm here for. Let's see what we can do. I'm trying to look at some similar properties here in the area. And, quick question. If you got an offer that made sense to you that you did like, what kind of time frame, more or less, would you be ready to sell? About, a week, a month, a couple months?
I'll sell it today.
Sell it today? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let me take
Whenever
a look
you
around
ready
here.
to buy. Cause I don't want to put no more money in it.
I hear you.
I just got through paying the taxes. It made me mad.
Yeah? Okay, I mean, I'm looking here in the area. Are you familiar with Lakeview Avenue?
Lakeview Avenue. I think that's across railroad track.
Yes, it's right on the other side there of Searcy Avenue. There's two properties here very similar to yours on Lakeview Avenue. Now, these are in pretty good shape.
They're going to want a lot of money for them.
Yeah, and they actually sold for $31,000. Both of them right next to each other. So, and those are in pretty good shape. Based off the condition described to me, it sounds like yours needs a little bit of work.
It will. It's going to need a little work.
Yeah, so I mean, these are in really good shape. They sold for $31 a piece. If yours needs work, taking that into consideration, what do you think is the best price you can do? If we can cover all the closing costs, fees, commissions, and all that for you, what do you think is the best price you can do?
I mean, if you're not looking to sell, I completely understand.
Well, it wouldn't be no closing cost with it. All I got to do is sign it over to you.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, if we get an agreement in place. What was that?
Could you give me 20 for it then?
Well, I see a lot of them.
I think that's kind of tight. I mean,
fully renovated, yes.
is it livable?
As this condition,
20,000 works, but I'm not satisfied yet.
Putting in and get it all fixed up. What about 15 then? That's too low.
15. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to speak with...
I ain't going to have to that now. Lakeview didn't have that much land.
Right. Yeah, these are just in better shape. But let me do this. I'm going to speak with my partner real quick to see if that's a price we can do. I'm not sure if it is, but if it is a price we can do, is this something you'd be ready to move forward with today?
The 15,000.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I get with my wife, and I'm pretty sure we can move forward today if she'll go along with it. I think I can talk her into it today.
Perfect. Let me speak with him real quick. Is it okay if I call you back in about 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Perfect. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Smith. I'll call you back shortly.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
So while he was on the phone, I was evaluating all the properties in the area as far as like square footage, things like that. Investors bought two properties right on the other side of the road in similar shape. One was in really good shape, but the other one was in similar shape. But nonetheless, they both sold for $31,000 each to an investor. So that's what investors are buying for in the area. Now notice I said, is that the best you can do? He went down $20,000. I am never satisfied. I never want to show my cards. I don't want to sound thirsty. So now he went down to $15,000. I'm still not saying let's do it. I always say, you know what, let me speak with my partner to see if we can do that. If it is this something you'd be ready to move forward with today? What that does, it commits them to performing today, signing an agreement. You never want to say, you don't want to get anybody says, oh, let me think about it, I'll go back to you. No, you want them to commit and say, I'd be ready to move forward with this today if we can get that price. That price does work. This is a $15,000 deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back on the phone with them shortly, and I'm going to say, hey, great news. My partner can do that. Next step is I'll send you over an agreement so we can review together via email. What is the best email address for you? And I'll get the email, and then I'll ask, when would you have access to a computer or your email? When they give you a time, that time you call them and you close them. But that's just the first step I wanted you guys to see. Notice I don't give in. If you jump on it too quickly, they're going to think it's too easy, and they're going to shop around. You're always like, man, even $60,000 deals, I'm always like, you know what? Let me check with my partner. So right there, that's a $15,000 deal, just the way I set it up. Hey, so I called that guy back. He gave me his email address. The next question I asked him is, when would you be able to have access to your email or get in front of a computer? Some homeowners may give you a time and then say, great, I'll call you when it's that time, and we'll go ahead and review it together. But this guy said, all I got is boot up my computer, and give him 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call him back in 5 minutes, and I'm going to send him the agreement. I'm going to make sure he's on the phone the whole time. And I tell him it's a simple 2-page agreement. Take your time and review this, and I'll stay on the phone just in case you may have any questions I can address for you right here. Does that make sense? Yes. So I'm going to send it to him. I'm going to let him read it. If it needs help and guidance, where to click, simple DocuSign agreement, I'll help them out with that. But that's pretty much it. You want to just guide them throughout the process. You want to let them know what the next step is. That way they trust you, we're all on the same page, and you close the deal. So they all sign. So this was a guy that I was talking to this morning that wanted 30, then he wanted 20, and then I got him down to 15. So there's 3 people on the deed. I got the gentleman to commit to a time and get in front of a computer. However, his wife was at work and I had to call her, and then there was a third person I didn't even know about that was on the deed. But the main person I had to speak to was his wife. She reached out to everybody else, got their emails, called them and let them know, what to expect, and I got all the signatures. I'm glad you guys got to see how the process goes from A to Z. We will be launching an acquisitions course soon for all you real estate investors that want to elevate your game. Stay tuned.